Absolutely beautiful morning. Just over half a moon there, and then Venus making its morning appearance. What a morning.
Good day, humans. Welcome to my channel, Fishing with a Local. Today we're on the beautiful south coast of New South Wales once again, and we're on a south coast seafood odyssey. So we're fishing, but we've got some mud crab traps. We're going to be out trying to catch some seafood. We might even go up through the estuary and see if we can get any samphire or any native greens, herbs, spices, that sort of thing for our food. And we're going to get out on the beach now, get some beach worms, and then we're going to have a good old crack at the light tackle fishing. Try and get ourselves some sand whiting, maybe some mullet, you never know, maybe some brim, flathead, who knows what we'll get. Come on. Okay guys, I found a patch of worms. So these are the size worms we're getting. They're not massive, but they're okay for whiting. You can get 4 or 5 baits out of a worm that size. Got a top Sydney chef out with me today, Chef Crawley. He's going to be coming out the beach soon, so I'm going to harvest some lovely product for him to cook up. Got another worm there. What you want is them sticking up like half your little finger, waving their heads in the air, staying up after the water's gone back. But I haven't had that since the autumn. It gets frustrating when I can't get my worms in 20 minutes. Like 9 times out of 10 I can get my 20 worms in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But today's not that kind of day. So, see there guys, so got some worms. Just walking back down the beach now. Get back down to where I left all the fishing equipment in the beach trolley. Got some beach worms here. Not got loads and loads. What I'm going to do is to get a little handful of sand. Now the sand's not hot yet, super early in the morning. Just give them a bit of a throw around in there. I can see Liam at the other side of the river waving around for me. And then what I do, I fish with a keeper bag like so. In my keeper bag, a little bit of tackle, pair of scissors, super important, ruler. I take the big one because I get a lot of jewfish when I'm doing this type of light tackle fishing. Stick my worming pot around my waist. Then I've got my light tackle rod here. Yeah, all light tackle, light reel. Fish with a local whiting rigs, and away we go. We're just about to start doing some fishing. So I've got my beach worms, just went and got them fresh as best. $5-6 a beach worm. It pays to learn to get your own. Got loads of beach worming courses coming up over the next couple of months. If you want to learn how to get beach worms, it's quite the skill to have. You want to catch the best fish, you need the best baits. So I'm just going to put a little bit on like that for now. Beautiful bird. Look at the ducks. Amazing how many ducks you actually see on the beach. You see that, guys? Right. So went for quite a long cast, and we'll see how it rolls around. I might even put a lighter lead on in a minute. Got a really big swell running today, really big south swell. It's 2 meters sort of swell with a long wave period. That just means the waves travel further. When they hit the sand, they're a little bit bigger. And I'll put this in the rod stand for now, and we'll see if we get any bites. Drifting quite quickly, but I'm down with that. I like a bait moving. And this is how I'd be fishing when I'm just by myself. Bait pot, keeper bag, tackle, scissors, everything I need. Oh, that's awesome. Is that the babied Clyde oyster catchers? Look at those little, you can see they're young birds. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They don't seem like they've got a long enough bill to be Clyde oyster catchers. But they're babies. I can see their fluffy little wing hair. Let me know if you know what they are. Let me know in the comments below. Awesome. Love the wildlife. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to hold my rod for a little bit. Did have a little bite a second ago. Now low tide was at 6:30. It's now about 7:30. I'll cast out a little bit further this time. The fish aren't always as far out as you can get. Quite often they're running right along the inside. So we'll leave that in the rod stand for now. Let it swing around. And I'll bring you back in a minute when we catch a fish. Alright guys, Liam's got a fish on. Chef Crawley. What's he got? Double hook up. It's always one overachiever.
So we've got double header here of Australian species. We've got a baby group and we've got a little whiting. You can tell they're both undersized, so we'll be sending them back into the water. But just a classic example of some of the fish that are on offer down here on the south coast.
Okay guys, we're hoping the fish is coming on the chew. So far, I've landed an Australian salmon. Liam landed a whiting and a brim that both went back. We've been fishing about half an hour at this spot. We tried half an hour at another spot, didn't catch, we moved. Hopefully the fish could be coming on the chew now. Liam's just down here. He's had a few bites already, so just a matter of finding if the fish are shoaled up in close, out far, in the rip, in the feeder gutter. These are all things that we teach on the fishing experiences and the South Coast Fishing Safaris and these new South Coast Seafood Odysseys. Oh, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tilly, tap, tap, tap. Oh, tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, we've got a fish on. What we got, what we got. All right, guys. Excellent. And having this super light equipment increases your chances of landing fish. Just takes that a little bit longer. See how that fish is really pulling with the shore break against me? Now it's not whiting season, but this is what we're fishing for. We're fishing for sand whiting. Now that's going to be maybe size, maybe just under. So I'm going to go and measure this one. And he's a bit longer and skinnier than he. Some say it could be deceptive. Now Liam's one I thought was well under. When I measured it to get my eye in, it was 26.5. So that one went back. So I reckon this one could be just under 2, but I'll just go check him. He swallowed the hook, so I've got to get my little de-hooking tool anyway. So guys, just goes to show that this one, you see that's 28. So like, we've kept one salmon, we've kept one whiting, and we've released one whiting and one brim. They're not bad because we just got to this spot, but we picked a spot where it's super rough and turbulent. It's low tide now. Low tide was like an hour ago, hour and a half ago, and a lot of people would be looking for those calmer gutters at this time, and rightly so. I was beach webbing earlier and I saw this, and I saw this little trough, and it was screaming fish. So I didn't see them, but I was like, wow, that's where I think fish will be. My spider senses were tingling, they're pretty good. So we tried the spot where I was successful last time I was down here, and there were some rocks exposed. We lost a couple rigs, and we moved right up the beach away from all the rocks and fished this little trough here. Doesn't look much when you're walking past, but we've already pulled out 4 fish. We are clocking up the species, aren't we? Nice tarwine and trevally now, followed by a flathead, then a mulloway, Right. So I only put on a section of beachworm. You got to treat them like Gollum treats his ring. Yeah, it's my precious. Oh, has he got it? Hopefully it's not seaweed. Nice. Make sure I'm not in the way. He's calling a little brim. What do you guys think it is? Looks like a little sand whiting.
Slippery little suckers.
Yeah. They don't want to be eaten by a bigger fish.
Gorgeous little fish though.
They are absolutely
Gotta love
beautiful.
the sand whiting in Australia. Sweet and absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite fish to eat. A nice light butter.
Yeah.
This one's going back to live another day.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I was saying to Liam before, the more flexible rods are much better for the fish not detecting the resistance when they bite, and also when you're pulling the fish out of the water, up that steep bank with the waves pulling back. By using your rod and keeping a bend in it, these cheaper rods, you will land more fish than somebody with a more expensive stiff rod. Now you still do have to have your drag set. You don't want the line to snap, but it will absorb those head shakes.
So we got this lively little fish, another Australian salmon. Try and calm it down a little bit. So we've got this gorgeous fish here, taking it straight through the lip, nice and easy to remove, just like so. What do you think about that? Should we keep it for later or
Yeah.
put it in the trap?
We'll harvest this one. The smaller salmon, they have less of a bloodline, so they tend to be more delicious.
They're sweeter.
Yeah. What's that big yellow thing in the sky? We got up at 2:30 last night to go for a dewy fish, and it was raining pretty hard, and I didn't fancy that action, so I went back to bed. Got up at 5:30, had a coffee, shower, come down the beach. Sun's already risen, it's behind that cloud over there. We've got the rods out, bit of squid on, and hopefully we'll catch an early morning salmon or tailor. Who knows? You can catch anything down here on the south coast. It's been rain like yesterday. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of overcast weather. The first morning of the South Coast Seafood Odyssey was beautiful. We had a good hit of fish. We gambled it all on the mud crab traps, and then since then we've been a bit unlucky. We've had loads of bites on the night fishing. Only the odd tailor here or there. Salmon haven't been able to hook any salmon or dewies. Surf them in. Salmon! So there you go, guys. Got a nice Australian salmon, first thing in the morning, first cast. We'll get a few of these, and then Chef Crawley can cook them up and make something delicious, make a bit of a seafood breakfast. There you go, guys, put another fish on. Could be another salmon, a shark. Feels quite big. It's not jumping, so it could be a shark. Wacko Jacko. that's probably about 12-15 kilograms. It's pretty big. I'm a big guy. So I'm just going to try and see if I can get the hooks out. This is going to be released unharmed. Gold, Olympic gold. Right guys, some beautiful little sand white in here, probably about 32-33 centimetres. He swallowed that hook right down, got him on the beach worms. We're out on a stormy day, overcast, low tide fishing. I'm going to bring it up to the back of goodies. So hopefully we'll fry that one up later, and that will be delicious. I'm on the beach with Chef Crawley, and we're on the South Coast Seafood Odyssey. A bit of afternoon delight. We just showed up, getting smashed by Taylor at the moment, but we haven't landed one. Lovely, rippy, stormy conditions out there. Hopefully we'll be getting some nice fish. Oh, had a bite then, see that? Day 2 of our trip. It's beautiful. Got 33-34 centimetre salmon. This is an adult bird, so it's not scared of me, it can just fly off. I just want to see if it does the defence mechanism. Oh, he's found some food. It's a spirit. Found a bug. Okay guys, we're walking back from setting these mud crab traps. We're coming along the estuary, along the bank here, and look what we stumbled across. A big patch of warrigal greens. This is absolutely amazing. We got some samphire earlier at another location, and now we got these warrigal greens. Just look how green they are. It's the spring, so they just sprouted up. This time of year they haven't got that fur on the back. They're really nice. You just eat them just like so. If you want the little ones, that's great for a garnish. Chuck them in a salad. Big ones wilt down, treat them just like spinach. They're like a spinachy, rockety taste. Absolutely fantastic. Now, one thing I will say, excuse me while I swallow that. If you're in the wild and you're not 100% sure about what you're eating, do not eat it. If you're not with somebody who knows, or you haven't done your research, you don't know, don't just go out in the wild eating things. You'll poison yourself. I know these are warrigal greens. I've worked in a restaurant where they grew them and used them, and I'm 100% sure that I'm not going to die from eating this. This is absolutely fantastic. Now, one of the great things about coming across this treasure, this abundance of free food, is that things are getting more and more expensive in the supermarkets all the time. You know, look what a bag of salad is, $5-6. You come along, I could fill up 20 bags of salad with what I've got here in this patch. I would never do that. I would only harvest a little bit so it can grow back. But there's an absolute abundance of food. There's even more patches all the way back behind me. There's more patches growing this way. And we're down by the river mouth. It's salty. This place floods and it gets all the nutrients up on the bank, and then the water recedes. This is absolutely fantastic growing for anything. This stuff is free, it's delicious, it's nutritious, and if you want to lose weight like I'm trying to, this is just the sort of thing you need to be eating to get your weight down and to be healthy. Hey guys, we're down at Cagmira Surfside, and this is where we're staying. Let's park the car up like so, fishing with a local red rocket, and then we've just our set up here. We're in full-blown cooking mode at the moment. It's got a little barbecue going here. Yeah, this is the place. It's really nice. South Coast Seafood Odyssey. So this is all about the food. It's the end of our South Coast Seafood Odyssey, and we've had a really good time. Now, we did some coastal foraging. We got some samphire, warrigal greens, and some other stuff. We did some fishing. We gambled a lot of the fish on the mud crab traps, which didn't pay off for us. It's a little bit early in the season, but it's super fun to get them in the water. You never know if they'll be a few weeks early, so we give that a go. We did some night fishing. We caught some salmon, we caught some tailor, and we had a fantastic time. It's great camping down here. We're in the Sussex Inlet area. and we're about to leave now, and it was a fantastic 2-3 days. If this is something that you're interested in, if you would like to learn how to coastal forage, if you'd like to learn how to catch your own seafood and how to cook it, if you want to book a weekend away or a holiday, get in contact with me, DM me,